What is up, everybody? This is Skylar the Dungeonologist, and I have been getting questions all week, so welcome to our very first Sunday Morning Divination. And I now realize that I should record these on Saturday night if I'm going to get them uploaded on time, because it takes a while to upload things to YouTube from my house. While there have been some seriously great questions all week, I think I'm going to focus on what I think is the most important one. Someone asked me, I have ADD and ADHD. How can I get started playing and stay focused? And that's the thesis statement of this channel. So if I can't answer that question, I'm worthless. They didn't specify whether they were running the game or playing it, so I'm going to answer both versions. There's the unhelpful personal trainer / motivational speaker answer that's just do it, get in there, get messy, learn from your mistakes. But that is not why you are here. If you're familiar with what D&D is and you see people do it, like The Chain, Critical Role, Dimension 20, it's easy to assume that if you want to do that too, you need what they have. My DMing style is filled with illustrations, sound design, short stories, and my own music, because that's how I stay interested in game prep, and that's how I engage myself with my game world. But you don't need any of that. I'm going to give you the advice that I got whenever I first started writing fiction. First, you don't have to believe that you are equal to the task. That's a lot of ego involved in that, and it's not helpful. You must believe that you, as a person and as a creative, can grow smarter and more capable over time, so that every time you play, you learn something about what you like to do in D&D, not what Matt Mercer likes to do or what your really cool DM friend likes to do. Next, all you need is something to write with, something to write on, and a question. Maybe that question is, what if the Fellowship decided to figure out how to use the ring for themselves? Or what happens when a highly volatile book of spells from a cosmic library is kept past the due date? It doesn't have to be high concept or innovative. The goal of D&D is to have fun with your friends, not try to blow their minds. So it can be, what if goblins attacked the village? What if the river was poisoned? Looking back at all my early DMing, it reminds me of a Final Fantasy game, and not in the good way. It all starts out grounded enough, exploring the idea of heroes who aren't who they're pretending to be, or their realization that the military has been corrupted by evil. And then it turns into, what if the player characters were all actually gods in a past life and are regaining their memories slowly over time, and everything they do in this campaign will inform how the world is recreated in the second Genesis? What if they've awoken an ancient evil that's actually the moon, so they have to go to the moon to fight it, and it's really their dad, and we learn that their dad ate all the magic? My mistake was assuming that my campaign had to be as bonkers and over the top as possible in order to leave a lasting impression. When you're starting out, it's okay to make a village with like 10 buildings and then fill them with people, and then decide what happens when zombies or goblins or kobolds or whatever attack, and leave the rest up to your players. Leave it unfinished. Make up answers at the table. What your players say and do, and what their characters want from the world, will inform how you move forward. As for how to start out as a player, it's pretty much the same advice. Your character isn't finished just because you rolled stats and filled out the character sheet. Peter Parker isn't the same person at the end of the movie as he is when Uncle Ben died. The spider biting him wasn't the entire thesis of his character. Letting yourself be informed by the game world and engaging and changing your character based on information the DM gives you will make your game really cool. Thanks for tuning in for this question. If you have any other questions you want me to answer next Sunday, throw them down in the comments or tweet at me. And until then, take it sleazy.